The centenarian was just tired of climbing stairs. The next second in front of his granddaughter's live stream with a million fans, he leaped off the third floor. This move instantly set the granddaughter's live broadcast room ablaze. It turned out that he was a cultivator who had secluded himself in the Kunlun Mountains. When hungry, he would catch adger to roast for meat. When thirsty, he would fish 8,000-year-old dragonfish to make soup. It had been 100 years since his last entry into the mortal world. If it weren't for the population census finding him this time, no one knew how long he would have continued cultivating. After some investigation, they finally found out that he had a granddaughter. Then they took the old man to find the girl facing the ant store who fell from the sky. The girl was completely confused. After the old man introduced himself, the girl learned that he was actually her great-great-grandfather. Helpless, she had to take in the old ant store, but to not let the old ant store suffer, she decided to rent a bigger house tomorrow. Upon hearing this, the old ant store took out a pile of land deeds from his pocket, saying these were all Sahi Yuan given to him by the last emperor. "We'll move there tomorrow," he said. He then took out a stack of banknotes from his pocket, but the girl saw that they were written with the early years of the Republic of China. She could only smile and tell the old ant store that these had also expired. After that, she comforted the old ant store, saying it was okay and she would definitely make sure he lived a good life. The next day, she took the old ant store to move into her best friend's villa. When the best friend learned that the girl had found her ant store, she couldn't help but wonder if the old ant store was really 100 years old. After settling the old ant store down, the girl secretly explained to her best friend that the old ant store was confused. Yesterday, she even said she was 100 years old, she said. On the other side, after resting for a while, the old ant store prepared to go see the girl. Looking at the stairs in front of her, she thought they were too troublesome. The next second, she supported the railing with one hand and leaped down from the third floor. This move was exactly seen by the fans in the granddaughter's live broadcast room. Seeing this, the girl quickly asked if the old ant store was okay. The old ant store just downplayed it, saying this height is nothing. The girl was somewhat disbelieving and immediately wanted to take her to the hospital for an examination. The old ancestor moved her legs and feet. Seeing that the girl still didn't believe her, she said she would demonstrate it again for the girl. Later, the girl asked the old ant store to rest on the sofa and said she would come chat with her after finishing the live broadcast. At this time, the best friend held the old ant store's old photos and asked if she wanted to have them framed. The best friend thought that although she didn't know who these people were, they were all precious memories of the old ant store, so she decided to frame the photos. Then she asked if the old ant's store had any clothes to wash. Upon hearing this, the old ant store instantly flew up to the third floor, which directly stunned the netizens. The popularity of the live broadcast room directly broke through 1 million. The two sisters suddenly felt that there was hope in life, and the best friend decided to make the old ant store popular on the spot. Not long after, when the girl was live broadcasting, the best friend's family came to the door. The old ant store felt that these people had ill intentions, so she jumped down from the third floor again. Then the girl explained to the best friend's father that this was her old ant store and they were just staying for a few days and would leave in 2 days. However, the other party didn't care at all and said they could stay as long as they wanted, but only asked the girl to persuade her daughter to go home and inherit the family property quickly. Then he turned around and found the old ant store sitting in the main seat, but thinking of what happened before, he didn't choose to care and sat opposite. At this time, the best friend's brother seemed to have found something and rushed down from upstairs in a panic, asking his father to come up quickly.